Today I want to talk about the power that comes from taking action, massive action. We all have dreams and we want to improve our lives, but dreams is all they'll ever be without action. Leonardo da Vinci said, "It had long come to my attention that people of accomplishment rarely sat back and let things happen to them. They went out and happened to things." Tony Robbins says the path to success is to take massive, determined actions. Now, many people have all the raw material they need to move forward towards their dreams, but they fail to take action. The gap between our dreams and our reality is action. Right now, there are people out there that are less qualified than you, living their dreams because they took action. Now, there are lots of reasons, also known as excuses, why people don't take action. There are many things that impact these excuses, like limiting beliefs, thinking you're a perfectionist, or analysis paralysis. But the reality is, these reasons or excuses are primarily, they're just based in fear. Fear of rejection, fear of failure, even, believe it or not, fear of success. What's crazy is that the fear actually diminishes once you take action. In fact, whenever I have something problematic or stressful show up in my life, I've come to realize that absolutely the fastest way to relieve that stress is to take massive action on it. Sometimes the task or the outcome that we're facing, it seems massive and maybe even overwhelming. And I know that what I'm going to say next sounds cliche, and I'm sure you've heard it, but how do you eat a whale? One bite at a time. I'm also sure you've heard Lao Tzu's quote that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. When you're facing something that's daunting, I really do believe in the adage that if you take that first step, the next one will be revealed. Maybe you've heard my example of a car traveling across the United States at night. You're only able to see 30 or 40 feet ahead, but you're able to travel thousands of miles that way. But you have to take that first step. Are you going to make a mistake? Sure. In fact, you'll likely make some mistakes, but at least you're taking action. Sure, you'll have risks and costs associated with taking action, but the risks associated with staying comfortable are much greater. Zig Ziglar said, "You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great." If you wait for everything to be perfect before you take action on your dreams, you'll never take that first step. I will tell you, one tiny step will bring you much closer to your goals than miles and miles of intention. So here's some tips for you to help you take action. First, be easy on yourself. Don't take yourself too seriously. Being too serious can prevent you from taking action. Be passionate, but lighten up. Live in the present moment. That'll help you get out of your head and into action. Now, I recommend finding some way to hold yourself accountable, either to yourself or maybe tell other people what you're doing so they hold you accountable. If your task list, by the way, if your task list is too long, utilize the Pareto principle and focus on the 20% that'll get you 80% of the traction. Pick those one or two things and just get started. Start small if you have to, because getting started is the hardest part. Once you start doing things, what's crazy is things will start to happen. One thing will lead to another and you'll be well on your way. Action actually makes you more courageous, believe it or not. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but action creates courage. And you might think you need motivation to take action, but the reverse of that is also true. Many times if you take action, that creates motivation. Taking action actually reinforces the fact that you can do it. But remember, when you create a plan, you're taking action. But if you're refining that plan ad nauseum, it's actually inaction. Now, there's never a perfect time to start something. Just start. The difference between who you are right now and who you want to be is what you do right now. Thomas Jefferson said, "Do you want to know who you are? Don't ask. Act." Action will delineate and define you. So stop talking and start doing. I promise you, you'll be glad you did. Now, you have three choices in life, my friend. Never start, or give up shortly after you start, or give it everything. Give it all you've got. So I say, have big dreams, set clear and measurable goals, and take massive action, my friend. I'm Khleif, wishing you a life of massive action, incredible passion, and unbelievable success in your business and in your life.